they'll think we're crazy. They might be right.
No, let them think what they want.
I've even thought of ways that I might get David interested in your wife. Well, it would make matters much simpler.
Now, that I wouldn't wish on him.
I can't even imagine how I'm going to tell David this.
Just tell him straight out. That's the easiest way.
You want a what?
A divorce. No, Mimi, I'm serious. I want a divorce. I'm in love with another woman.
Who?
Canendel Gofar.
Oh, are you crazy? An alpacaka like you. What did she do? Hypnotize you? The both of you belong in an institution. You had relations, right? That's it, Bill, huh? That's it. I got it, right, Bill? What, did she put a hand on my husband's fly? So what did she get? Such a big deal. But she make you all hot and crazy, huh?
Mimi, I need something more than just...
You need a psychiatrist, that's what you need. 45 years of marriage and the man wants a divorce. I have a senile old man for a husband. You want me to call our children? I'll call them. Are you ready for me to tell them about your shame, huh? I am calling them.
Call them, Mimi.
You bastard.
Come on, call them.
You want a divorce? I'll give you a divorce. I'll put a knife to my heart. You hear me, you bastard? I'll put this knife to my heart. You think this knife right to my heart? I have a knife. I have it in my hand, pointing it to my heart. You hear me, you bastard?
Hey.
Your children will curse you forever. They will hate you to the day you die. You'll rot in hell and nobody care for you.
Done?
It was like feeding him poison. But he'll survive. He has his friends, his gin rummy, his stamp. And after a while, he'll find someone else to cook and clean for him. In this nest of widows here, it won't be too difficult for him. So how did it go for you?
I almost had a genuine suicide attempt on my hands. There's nothing to worry about.
Have we done the right things, Orville?
My conscience is clear. For once in my life, I've done an honest thing.
Now what do we do?
Now, we rent a place and we move in together.
You mean live together before we're married?
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't. I don't think I could do that.
Everybody does it these days. It's very common. All right. Maybe David will move out and I'll rent a place alone.
He's probably calling the children right now. Before this is over, Everyone's gonna hate us.
My darling Goodin. That was probably always part of the price. Been in 10 or 15 years. What is any of this going to matter to anyone?
Myself, I don't need the money. But it's not good an apartment should stand with nobody in it. The mattress is a brand new beauty rest with the boards I put in underneath to keep the back straight. You can take them out if you don't want them. I would stay down here all year, but my children insist I spend the summer with them on Long Island. They have a very big house with a beautiful room furnished for me over the garage. So? What do you think? Want to rent it?
Every time I come down here, I have to eat Chinese food on Sunday night. I hate Chinese food.
Well, you're late.
Your wife called me.
Damn it.
Adolfo, please.
Was she, two, please. Was she hysterical?
Worse. She accused me of being a whore. Of stealing her husband.
Well, I hope you hung up on her.
Oh, no. No, I listened to every word.
That wasn't necessary.
It was to me. Your children will be here tomorrow.
My children?
Both your daughters and your son-in-law.
She told you this?
And mine are coming, too.
Oh, my God. And you agreed to this?
Well, what could I say? When she calmed down, David got on the phone, and they decided that perhaps we should all meet.
It's a sheer madness. They're going to overwhelm us.
What could I do?
I mean, they have no right. We're entitled to our own life, our own decisions.
How could I refuse? There are children, our families.
No, I finished my duty to them. I made enough sacrifices for them.
Please, Belleville. I felt that we owed it to them. We're meeting tomorrow morning in the conference room at the center.
I'm not coming.
I promised for you. Please, Belleville.
Who knew this was going on? I trusted him. I've lived with this man all these years. I asked him for the first time. Boy, I thought this would happen.
Everything is going to be all right, Dad. Why don't you sit here, Dad? We saved this place for you.
We felt this was the only way, Pop. I don't want you both to think of this as any kind of special pressure. We are simply all in some way involved in these decisions. What we are discussing here are two families, children, grandchildren, and essentially your peace of mind. We all have a genuine interest in your mutual welfare. Now, Pop, my understanding is you wish to divorce Mom and marry this woman?
I'd appreciate it if you did not refer to my mother in those terms.
You realize, of course, Mrs. Goldfarb, that what you're doing will not only humiliate your husband and my mother, but also result in ostracism for yourself and my father.
Now you're fixing blame. I don't think that you can fix blame.
They both need a psychiatrist. That's what they need.
That's for sure. I wish you wouldn't interrupt.
This is getting out of hand.
Oh, for God's
You're all
sake,
acting like a bunch of
You're
children.
interrupting again.
I think Mother's right. Dad at least needs some help.
You shouldn't say that.
What did you say?
You shouldn't say that about your father. To make it sound as if there's something wrong with him.
I think I know my father just a little bit better than you do, Mrs. Goldfarb.
Why is that, darling? Because you send me a New Year's card on Rosh Hashanah? Because you come down here once a year to go swimming in the ocean? When was the last time we had a conversation about anything that mattered?
You must realize, Pop, you're breaking up two families.
We're not trying to break up anything. We're trying to find something that...
As far as I'm concerned, they should both rot in hell.
Ma, you promised me.
They should still rot in hell.
I've been doing nothing here but listening to you. To all of you. This wonderful woman and I. We don't have very much left of our lives.
And I do. I have.
But what little there is, we've earned the right to spend as we want to. And we don't need your permission. What gives you the right to come down here and sit in judgment on us?
45 years of marriage, that's what right?
By what right have you grown so smart that you think you have the right to tell your parents how to live? Is there any one of you who's behind we didn't wipe? So maybe now it's time for you to give a little bit of thought to our needs and our happiness. And not what is expected and what is comfortable for you.
Now, I think some interesting points have been brought up by Pop. Why don't we
Yes,
go
I
around
think
the
too.
table and give everyone a chance to comment?
Oh, for God's
Niet zo bequem.
It's that Yiddish club.
Aber ich glaub, ich kenne es äußerst.
You see, they're talking that gibberish. I told you that they do
Please
that.
speak English, Pop.
No one asked you to come down here. And Larry, would you please stop calling me Pop? I never liked it.
Now, whatever happens between Belleville and me, it's our own business.
It's not mine.
Please. My life with your father was always so tranquil. Except for having your children, hardly anything happened. We watched you grow up. Watched ourselves grow older. Two people living together out of habit. It was two people living together just to be living together.
Maybe what he said before is true. Maybe it's not necessary for us to continue into the grave just because we've been doing it for 45 years. Somewhere you went one way, I went another. Maybe it was years ago. I don't even know. I'm sorry.
God, I can't stand it anymore.
What you're doing to her! You're not getting our blessings on it, Dad. If you look at her, Mom, you're not getting our blessings. Will you get over here and help?
Wer sollen die Dose Mensch?
Mention